Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time tuning in, my name is Merino, but you guys can call me Mac Daddy, and I'm super excited about today's video because I've never done this before. We're not gonna do just one eye look, we're gonna do two. That's right, not one, but two. Now this is gonna be perfect for all of you guys that, need to keep it cute, a little bit more softer like during the day, but as soon as 5 o'clock hits and you're ready for that cocktail hour, you are ready to turn it up. I'm actually gonna be showing you guys how to take your makeup from like a day look to an evening look using this brand new Sigma Viper eyeshadow palette that I'm super excited to dive into. I've been seeing so many amazing people create beautiful looks with this palette all over the gram, and I'm also gonna be using all Sigma eye brushes for this look. I did wanna thank Sigma for partnering with me on this video. I'm super excited to create these looks for you guys. So if you guys wanna see how to take your makeup from day to night, make sure you guys keep on watching. But before you do, don't be shady, be a lady. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, turn on that notification bell so that you don't miss a beat. And without further ado, let's get started. So before I get started, I did want to show you guys just like how beautiful this palette is. I'm obsessed with this like emerald green packaging. You open her up and she comes with 6 different shades. Now these shades are totally like up my alley. They're screaming my name. This one right here is called Hypnotize. It's like a nice soft brown. We have Copperhead, which is obviously a copper. We have Adder, which is a little bit more of a deeper brown color, perfect for like defining the crease, adding a little bit more drama to your looks. We have this beautiful, it's almost like a silver, but like a lime, but like a blue, but like a purple. She's a really unique color. Her name is, I hope I'm saying it right, Beguile. And then we have this beautiful matte green in here, Miss Malevolent. And then we also have this beautiful, it's almost like a blue, but it's a little bit more purple, this shade called Sinister. So before we get started with our eye makeup, I am gonna apply a little bit of an eye primer. I'm gonna be using this cute little baby Urban Decay Primer Potion, and I'm just gonna use this to prime my eyelids. I'm just gonna take a little bit on the back of my hand, and I'm just going to place this all over my eyelids. Now you guys can tell I've obviously have already done basically my entire face off of camera. I did my foundation, my concealer, my highlight, my contour, because I strictly just wanted to focus on eyes for today and really showing you guys how to create like a nice soft daytime eye and then how to kick it up for when you're ready to go to the club. All right, so now that my eyes are nice and primed, we are gonna get started with a nice fluffy blending brush. I'm gonna go in with this tapered blending brush. This is the Sigma E40. And we're gonna start off with this first shade right in here named Hypnotize. So I'm just gonna dip my brush into that shade, and we're just gonna start to buff this and blend this all over our crease, just really giving us a nice kind of contour, a little bit more definition to our eyes. Now I like to just do this by literally just kind of starting to run it back and forth in my crease, just really kind of getting that placement where I want it before we really ultimately kind of start to blend it out. So I'm just blending this shade all over my crease. Now this is more of like a soft, cool tone brown. So it's just lightly gonna give us a little bit of definition and a really great starting point for a natural eye look. Now with my brush, like I said, I like to just kind of place it first, right where I want it. And then I'll go back in with like a circular motion to really, really buff and blend that shade out. I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side of my eye. So now that we have applied that first shade, I'm gonna go back in to my palette. I'm gonna pick up this next shade named Adder. Now for this shade, I am gonna switch to a slightly smaller brush. This is the E25. Now, what I find is that really kind of switching your brush sizes will really help you achieve an even better blend. So I typically tend to use a bigger brush for whatever color I'm using first in my crease. And as I gradually build depth and definition, I normally switch to smaller brushes. Now with this shade, since we want to create more of a softer look, I don't want to pick up too much of that color. I'm lightly just gonna start to kind of just tap it right where I want it before we really start to blend her out. And I'm mainly kind of staying more on the outer corner of my eye. I am gonna kind of toggle back and forth between that first brush that I used, which was that E40, just to kind of help give it a better blend and kind of really soften up those edges. So you guys can see I'm not really taking it all the way in my crease. I'm kind of just sticking to like the outer corners of my eye, almost like 3/4 of the way because I just find that it just looks a little bit more softer, a little bit more subtle, and not so overbearing and overpowering on our eyelids. Just giving it a nice little contour, you know, a little definition. So moving on, I'm gonna pick up this short shader brush. This is number E20. And I'm gonna pick up that same shade that we just applied onto our crease, which is that adder shade. I'm just gonna pick up a little bit, and I'm just gonna run this on my lash line, primarily staying again towards the outer corner of my eye just to kind of frame it and give it a little bit more definition. Now, I do like how dense this brush is. Although it is short, it's like the perfect size to just really help to run under your lash line and just give you like some nice density, some nice definition. So I'm focusing more of that color impact on the outer corner, and then with whatever's left on my brush, I'm just gonna lightly kind of just run it a little bit further out. And also taking it and kind of just adding a little bit right in the crease, just for a little kick. So now just to give my eyes a little bit more of a pop, I'm gonna switch to a shading brush. This is the E55. I'm gonna pick up some of this bottom shade right in here named Beguile. And I'm lightly just gonna run this on my eyelids just to add a little bit more of a sheen, just to make it a little bit more interesting, if you will. And I'm literally just kind of sweeping this all over my eyelid. Now again, this isn't meant to be super impactful. I'm not like packing it on, like I literally am just sweeping it just to give it a nice little sheen, just again, to just make it look a little bit more interesting. And although this color looks a little bit more like, I mean, it almost looks a little bit more like a light purple, like it has a green shift, which is a nice little surprise because I wasn't really expecting that, but I'm not mad at it. Now to give my eye a little bit more of like a bright look, kind of a little bit more fresh, a little bit more everyday, I'm just gonna take a white liner and I'm gonna run it inside of my waterline. Just gives it a nice little like doll-esque, innocent, if you will, but really you're not. For my lashes today, I'm gonna be using these Daddyy lashes in the style F-Boy. So while my lashes are setting, I'm gonna go in with this liquid lipstick in the shade Anti-Venom, which is a beautiful, beautiful nude. You guys know I'm all about the nudes. So I love how creamy the lipstick feels. It's a really pretty nude. I think just like overall, this look is just really soft and really pretty. It's really innocent looking, really doll-esque. And this is basically our daytime look. So this is a liquid lipstick, so it is gonna dry down, but it's not too dry. It doesn't feel uncomfortable. It feels really nice on my lips, but I really just feel like it complements the overall look very, very well. You just look really beautiful and soft, dainty, really fresh, really innocent, and I just think it's the perfect daytime look. So now that we have completed our first look, are you guys ready to take it up a notch? Now this is for you guys that have to go from like day to night, that want something nice, soft and subtle, but you don't have time to start from scratch. So I'm gonna show you guys how to completely transform your look in a few easy steps. We're not gonna have to, you know, erase anything or undo anything. Technically, not really. However, I am gonna take off my lashes and I'm gonna show you guys how to kick this look up to the next level. Oh, this is always like the saddest part. Taking off the lash. I'm gonna start off with that tapered blending brush that I was using earlier, the E40, and I'm gonna go back into that brown shade named Adder. And we're just gonna add this into our crease, but this time we're really gonna bring it all the way in and all the way out and really, really blend it out. So we're just adding to this. We're just adding some drama. So as opposed to how earlier we just kind of stayed on the outer corner, this time we are bringing her all the way in. So you guys can see just like already just bringing that crease all the way inside already really kicks up the drama because it just brings so much more attention and definition to your eye. And I just decided actually right now on the spot that I'm gonna do this eye first to really show you guys the contrast before I complete the entire look. So now we are gonna move on. I'm really feeling this blue right in here, this like little purpley blue named Sinister. I am gonna pick it up with a synthetic brush because I do want to spray the brush just to make the shadow a little bit more foiled, a little bit more intense. And you can literally do this with like any setting spray or any spray that you want. I'm gonna be using the Concealer F75 brush. I'm gonna give it a little spritz. Now, although this brush does say it's for concealer, you can use it however you want to. So I'm gonna use it for this shade right in here just to pick it up. I want something really dense. I don't want anything too fluffy because I don't want the color to just kind of go all over the place. I really want to pack it on. And we're literally gonna sweep over that first shade that we originally had. I mean, girl, she is ready for cocktail hour, honey. I'm just gonna go back in with that smaller blending brush. This is the E25, just to give it a nice little blend, make sure everything's nice and seamless. Now, we are going to add a little bit of black liner. I always like to warm up my liners on the back of my hand. And since our liner in our waterline is white, it's just gonna kind of color right over it. So I'm just going to run this all in my waterline. Just like so. It's amazing how much just like an eyeliner and some blue shadow will turn it all the way up. And you know what? This palette has me feeling frisky, and I wasn't planning on doing this. When I was trying to figure out like the looks, I kind of wasn't thinking of doing this, and now I'm like, I'm just gonna do it. But I'm actually gonna run this green shade underneath my lash line. I think that's gonna look really pretty. I'm gonna do that with the pencil brush. This is number E30. I love a good pencil brush moment because it just really focuses that color. And I'm just kind of running that on the edge of where I laid down that black liner, just to really kind of smoke it out and give it like a nice pop. And I'm actually really sad because I have nowhere to go. And this eye look is popping and no one's gonna see me. Well, you guys are gonna see me, but like, you know. Talk about a dramatic change. And honestly, like, I know I used 3 eyeshadows and a liner, but when you really think about it, it's kind of like not that much to really transform a look. So this is our daytime moment. This is our evening moment. Let me know in the comments below which look you guys are feeling the most, because I'm kind of torn. I really don't know. So I need you guys to let me know what you guys think. So I'm gonna do this other eye off of camera and I will be right back. All right, so I'm back. I did pop on my lashes again. I did add a little bit of mascara. And that's pretty much it, guys. I am obsessed with how this look turned out. I'm kind of shook because I think when I saw the palette and I saw that there was only 6 shades, I was kind of like, like how am I really gonna do this? But I just kind of felt super creative and I really was not expecting to do that green underneath the lash line with the blue, but I think it turned out so pretty. I'm obsessed. Like, I'm ready to go to like Target or something for somebody to see me because, again, like I said, I have nowhere to go, but somebody's gonna see me, okay? I really hope you guys enjoyed this video and enjoyed going from a daytime look to an evening look. If you did, make sure you give this video a thumbs up, and thanks again to Sigma for partnering with me on this video. This was absolutely so much fun. I do have a code for you guys as well if you guys want to save some money off of any Sigma products. I will leave that in the description box below. Thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you guys for watching. And again, before you leave, don't forget to subscribe. Make sure you're following me on Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, Twitter, all that jazz. You guys know the drill. I will see you guys in my next video. I love you guys so much. Mwah.